How's it going, guys? This is Troy back with another video, and today doing a video focused on the Raptors. Have not done a video focused on the Raptors, gosh, since I first started this channel way back in February, and love the Raptors fans. They are some OGs, some of the original subscribers to this channel, and hey, just passed 5,000 subs in just, what, like 4 months roughly, and hey, that's cause for celebration, right? So let's do a Raptors video. And this one, I'm talking about this article that I saw that I thought is kind of controversial and something I want to mention, where each starter for the Toronto Raptors ranks at their position. And it was done by Micah Adams for NBA.com. So basically, the premise of this article, it's talking about, say for instance, each starter, where they rank in the NBA, for instance, for the Raptors. For instance, you know, if we're doing power forwards, Anthony Davis and Giannis are going to be like probably one and two in some order. So this is talking about where the Raptors rank for their starters by position. So the first one, this first one, it's super controversial, and it's Kyle Lowry, and this guy has Kyle ranked as the 5th best point guard in the NBA. Okay, let's get into it, because I love Kyle Lowry, big Grizzlies fan, and he was drafted by the Grizz back in 2005, 6, something like that. And his very first game, it was a triple overtime game versus the Knicks, and this guy went off. He had like 10, 12 rebounds, like 10, 15 points, and I'm thinking, wow, this was before they had Conley, so I'm thinking, is this guy the point guard of the future for the Grizzlies? And it ends up, he broke his wrist or got ligament damage or something. He only played like 10 games that whole year, and I think by the next year or the year after, he was traded away to Houston, and Conley started taking over the team. But it's kind of one of those what ifs, like what could have been. But I mean, 5th, no, there's no way I would put him 5th. He's got Steph, Dame, Luka, and Chris Paul above Kyle Lowry. And he has Luka in there because he's like, okay, Luka is a point guard. Well, if you're going to have Luka as a point guard, then you need to have LeBron as a point guard as well. So that automatically knocks Kyle down a peg. And I was just looking at, going through the rosters. I would pick LeBron, of course. I would pick Ja Morant. I'd pick Westbrook. I'd pick SGA. SGA was 2-guard this year with Oklahoma City, but I would still pick him over Kyle Lowry at point guard. D'Angelo Russell, probably. I think maybe even a case for De'Aaron Fox. And then just in the Eastern Conference, you got Trey, Kimba, Kyrie, with his issues. I'd still pick him. Ben Simmons, who he's got as number 6, I would pick over Kyle Lowry 10 times out of 10. John Wall, he's injured, yeah, but I would still pick him over Kyle Lowry. I can't make out what my chicken scratches on this one is, but I had somebody else. Oh, Brogdon. I'd pick Brogdon over Kyle Lowry too. So this one, I hope the list gets better, because this one is, there's no way you can have Kyle Lowry as the number 5 best point guard in the league. I'm sorry, you just can't. Fred VanVleet, who I think a case could be made when he plays his natural position of point guard. I think you could even put him over Lowry. But he's got him as the 22 ranked shooting guard. I actually think he has him a little low. Of course, you're going to have guys like Harden, Paul George, Brad Beal. Paul George, do you even consider him a 2? I still consider him a 3. Mitchell, Booker, Drew Holiday, McCollum, Jalen, Oladipo. I don't know if Karis LeVert, I think I would probably put behind VanVleet. Bogdanovich, I'd probably put him behind VanVleet too. Danny Green, I definitely would. Same with Kevin Huerter. Duncan Robinson, who is I don't even consider him a 2-guard. I think he's more of a 3. And probably Dylan Brooks, Seth Curry, definitely. When you look at this, I've got Fred VanVleet. He's got to be, when you look at it this way, you got to put him in top 15, right? I would think. And then if you're doing him as a point guard, he's going to be lower as a point guard. But I think as a shooting guard, you got to have him in the top 15 anyway. And then he's got OG Anunoby. And when I saw this rank for 15th, I thought there's no way OG can be ranked 15th. OG, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, stands for Olive Garden, which I was pretty surprised by. But he's got OG 15th, behind guys like Kawhi, LeBron, Jason Tatum, who I think is maybe a 4 these days, Jimmy Butler, Middleton. Jimmy Butler, I think, is probably... I see Jimmy as more of a 2, maybe. Yeah, especially if you're going to put Duncan Robinson to the 3. But Joe Harris, I would put behind OG. Same with Tim Hardaway, Otto Porter, I've never been a huge fan of. TJ Warren... Yeah, he can bring the offense, but and Wiggins, who gets a bad rap, I'd probably still put Wiggins a little bit above OG. But, I mean, if we're looking at here, OG at 15, I'd put OG maybe top 12, But when I was looking through the rosters, I was really surprised that OG is so high. It just goes to show small forward is such a tough position to fill in the league. It really is. Then Pascal Siakam, he's got him at 4. And I was thinking, really? There's got to be a few guys better than Siakam. So, of course, you got Giannis. You got Anthony Davis. I mean, no debate there. He's got Zion also above him, which, yeah, I think you got to do. And then Sabonis, he has him after Pascal. I love Sabonis's game. I think Sabonis has a really nice future in the league. I go back and forth with that. But then when I was looking through other guys on their rosters, I was like, yeah, I think that Pascal might be 4th or 5th best power forward in the league, which I was really shocked by because to me it just seems like it came out of nowhere. I know he got most improved player. I know that he was a huge piece to the Raptors winning the championship, but he just always kind of seemed, and maybe it was because he was drafted so low, and maybe it was because he kind of took a couple years to come along. Just seems to me like he just really surprised everybody, and just all of a sudden, boom, top 5 power forward in the league. That's just me. Then you got Marc Gasol at center. Notice you can tell a Canadian guy wrote this article because he spells center R-E, not like us here in America. But he's got Gasol 13th among starting centers, which I think is actually pretty fair. Gasol, this is a guy who used to be easily top 5, maybe even top 3, especially before Jokic and Embiid really got going. But, of course, you got to have Jokic and Embiid as the top 2. Towns up there, yeah. Bam, Rudy, Porzingis. I see him as a 4, but, whatever you want to say. Aldridge, I'm not a huge Aldridge fan. Same with Miles Turner. I like Miles Turner to an extent, but I don't know if, when you put it all together, would you pick him over Gasol, especially if you're doing like a 7-game series or something? Same with Capella and Andre Drummond. Vucevic, I know he kills Vucevic whenever he plays him, but he kills Embiid whenever he plays him too. So I guess I don't really have too much of an issue with Vucevic ahead of him. And you notice he puts in Valanciunas at number 14 there because, hey, you gotta give some love to the former Raptors. So if we're looking at this list, if we're giving grades to it, this Kyle Lowry at 5th is an F plus maybe. VanVleet, that's like a C-. I think he's got him a little low. OG at 15th. Yeah, we'll give him a B plus, A- on that one. Pascal, yeah, it's tough to find 3 or 4 guys better than him, so we'll give an A on that. And Gasol, he's right around somewhere in that 10 to 15 range, so I would give that grade an A, maybe a B+, B- for the Gasol pick too. But yeah, these are just my thoughts on the Raptors starters. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the videos like this, I can rank other starters too. But also make sure you like the video. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, 5,000 subs in just a few short months. This channel is taking off like crazy. It's exploding. Got videos on Tuesday, got videos on Thursday, reaction videos on Saturdays, and then another video on Sunday. So 4 quality videos a week. Would love if you could be part of the Half Court Report YouTube channel. Would mean so much. But again, until next time, this is Troy, and thanks again for watching, and we'll see you.